A neurologist in Brandon, a psychologist in Flowood, and a mother of 3 in Pearl. Their paths might never cross, but their journey is the same. Every Christmas, they're going Griswold.
My display is sort of Griswold-esque. It is a collection of things that date back 8 or 10 years, and things that have just been picked up. I like to buy stuff January, February when it's on sale. Every year my wife tells me absolutely no more inflatables, which means there'll be at least 2 more every year. So I've had a few inflatables that wives have brought me because they don't want them in their yard. So we gladly give a home to all the estranged and orphaned Christmas ornaments for the yard. I'm probably most fond of the Santa Claus in the tree. My daughter and I made that about 10 years ago. And we just cut it out of wood and put plywood and painted it. And it was originally, I had another airplane and a skydiving elf, and they've kind of fallen away by the wayside. But that's probably my favorite because it's the oldest and it's got a little sentimental value. Everything else is sort of piecemeal bought here and there. I don't know. I guess the kid in me, the little kid that likes, who thinks that if one light is good, then 46 lights has to be better.
Are your kids as into it as you are?
Absolutely, yeah. I have 4 kids. My 2 boys are 7 and 5, and of course they think it's just hilarious. They think everyone should have a yard like ours. So do I, though.
If Weldon's house is a Griswold outpost on the north shore of the reservoir, then Terry Heights' house in Flowood is ground zero.
250 strands of lights, 100 individual bulbs per strand for a grand total of 25,000 imported Italian simple lights.
How did what we see outside get started?
I don't know. I have always had an interest in Christmas lights. I can remember as a kid with my grandfather with the real big Christmas light bulbs on the Christmas tree. So we've always done something. But about 2 years, going on 3 years ago, I saw a video on the internet that it was synced up to Christmas. I mean, to the computer. I said, I think that I can do that. So I started off small. First 3 years ago, it was my house, and then our in-laws, my father-in-law and mother-in-law, lived next door. So I did it then, and then my father-in-law talked me into doing a little bit bigger. He actually talked 2 other neighbors into doing it, and he actually never got to see it because he passed away in September of this past year. So in some ways a tribute to my grandfather and then to my father-in-law.
I didn't see this coming at all, but he's completely obsessed, and it's been so much fun. So we love it.
It strengthened the relationship.
Oh, absolutely. He just made me promise that I wouldn't tell the children that he was a geek. So I promised. I thought they'll find out soon enough.
And you know, when we're building memories for our children, and I hope that one day they'll think of this and think fondly of their crazy dad, and hopefully pass something on to their kids.
What do you like about him?
Everything. Yeah, everything. Really funny. Yeah, I actually like the music.
The wires and everything, they're not much of a hassle for you anymore?
No. I know where to step when I go back and forth between the neighbor's house.
I'm a little bit concerned that my neighbors would grow tired of it, but they have been very warm, and they seem to enjoy it.
What did you think when Terry came to you with this idea?
I thought it was wonderful, but he wouldn't let me help in any kind of way, but it's really been a blessing for us. It really has.
But Terry doesn't work alone. A neighbor known only as Clark is at his side throughout the setup.
I like being Terry's helper, and it's just it goes a lot easier because he knows exactly what's going to go where, since he's the electronic genius. So it's just tell me what you want, and we rock and roll. It's a fun process. Everybody should do this.
What do y'all think about this?
That's unbelievable. Really nice. Really
crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
We stumbled across it probably about a week ago, and Kevin hadn't seen it yet, so I told him, I said, man, you got to get in the car and come on, let's go check it out.
Meanwhile in Pearl, Nicole Vertucci is checking out another decked out house, but the lights around this home have a significance that will pass most by.
Children with autism, a lot of the time they don't even respond to Christmas. And Addison was very bad about that. She will never open Christmas presents, but the one thing that she's always loved is Christmas lights. So I thought, you know what, we'll go with it. People do anything for their kids for Christmas to make sure they're happy, and this is no different. It's just the lights. And then it just started growing and growing and growing, and then it kind of became a joke between the two of us.
Or when we were going to stop, or how many people we can make slow down when we go by, and just to see, you know what, where's she? She's out there doing the lights again.
We're nothing without our faith. We truly believe that. That's what gets us through every single day, is our faith and our belief and our hope in our Savior. And to have all this tons of Christmas stuff out, and I've got everybody's dressed up as Santa Claus, and I felt awful about it, and I thought I've got to put something out there that shows how we truly feel and that we truly do know what the meaning of Christmas is. And without that, we would be nothing, and heaven knows I don't know how we would raise 2 kids with autism and a very, very talkative 4-year-old without the Lord. So I made I made the crosses and put them out there.
So what's it like being out here doing all this?
Being outside, especially when it was brisk and cool and everything, you just feel at peace, and you're one with the universe, and you're one with your Christmas lights, and it's like therapy. Very cheap therapy. Or cheaper. Let's hope it's cheaper than real therapy.
And these 3 Griswold-inspired Christmas light enthusiasts share something else in common. They all leave their lights up at least until New Year's Day, if not longer. For Newsocracy, I'm Jim Albritton reporting.